All right, good morning, everybody. The Iceman here on this Sunday morning, the day of the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. But last night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, we had NXT Takeover. And I must say, watching this match and conversing on Facebook while watching it with three other friends that were watching it as well, I was very impressive with this show. A 2 hour plus show, five matches. Pretty much all of them were pretty good. One match in particular, which we'll get to shortly, but the show started off with Justin Thunden Liger. Everybody remembers him. He's a Japanese wrestler. He also wrestled in WCW. He's been around since like the early 90s. And he was going up against the new entity, really, in NXT, Tyler Breeze. Very charismatic. Likes to show off while he's in the ring by laying on the ring ropes, as he did so again last night. Liger also, likewise, did the same thing to mock Tyler Breeze. Now, going into this match, this is the first time Liger being in the WWE or NXT. One had to wonder, being a veteran of professional wrestling, would Tyler Breeze get the better of him, and would Liger job out to Breeze? And going into this match, I didn't think so, because it was the very first time for Liger to be in the WWE and NXT, and I think rightfully so. Really, I think NXT did the right thing by having Jushin Thunder Liger go over on Tyler Breeze. It's not going to hurt Tyler Breeze, really, just for the fact that he actually got beat by a legend, a great professional wrestling legend. So in my eyes, this match was okay the way it went, and I enjoyed this match. It wasn't as long as I thought it might be, but they did put on a pretty good match as well. Up next, we had the tag team titles, the NXT tag team titles on the line. Blake and Murphy, along with Alexa, tag team title champions for NXT, going up against the Vaudevillains, which they are really somewhat of a strange, odd tag team. But after watching them last night, they sort of grew on you, and they weren't alone. None other than Blue Pants came out and joined the Vaudevillains, and this was really cool too, because she sort of kept Alexa in check. This was a really good tag team match. Near falls everywhere. Going in and watching this match as it progressed, you really thought that Blake and Murphy were going to retain the NXT tag team titles. But I'm telling you, when Blue Pants really cut off Alexa and made all the difference in the world, there was a distraction where I thought the Vaudevillains were going to get pinned because they were paying attention to what was going on outside the ring. It looked like Blake and Murphy were going to get the pinfalls, but it wasn't to be. And the Vaudevillains ended up coming out on top and becoming the new NXT tag team title holders. Very good match. Up next was a match that I was looking forward to, Samoa Joe. I've been a fan of Samoa Joe ever since he's been involved in the world of professional wrestling, a 16-year veteran, going up against pretty green Baron Corbin. But Baron Corbin has really proved his own here in NXT. I think he needs a little more experience, I think he'll just be very good somewhere down the road. Not that he isn't already. He took it to Samoa Joe, I must say, and Joe took a beating that I don't think he was expecting last night. But Joe, being the in-ring veteran that he is, really knows a way around the ring, and if he studies wrestlers, he knows how to get out of certain moves and how to avoid certain moves. He tried the Coquina clutch on Baron Corbin the first two times, and Corbin got out of it. He even was going to attempt the muscle buster, but that wasn't to be. Corbin thwarted that. But finally, on the third attempt at a Coquina clutch, I should say, by Samoa Joe, he ended up putting Baron Corbin to sleep, and the referee rung the bell, and Samoa Joe ended up becoming victorious here on this given night in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center for NXT Takeover. Up next, the match of the night, without a doubt. I don't care what anybody else says. Um, my girl Sasha Banks, the NXT Divas Women's Champion, defending her title against Bayley, the up-and-coming babyface sweetheart of NXT. Going into this match, I predicted Bayley was going to win this match, but I'll tell you one thing. This match had the most time out of any match in NXT in this takeover. Sasha Banks just delivered everything she could to Bayley. Bayley, at one point, it looked like she was really down and out. Sasha Banks worked on her previously broken hand. She even wedged it in between the ring steps and the ring, smashing that. It looked like Bayley was really done for. But Bayley got a second wind, and Bayley really went to town. And Bayley just had that momentum and that incentive and that really that drive that she did not want to give up. And again, this was one of the best women's matches I've seen in a very, very long time. And wouldn't you know it, Bayley becomes the new NXT Women's Champion. And I was very, very happy for her. Even though I am a Sasha Banks fan, Sasha Banks has held this title for quite some time. And now that she's on the WWE main roster, you know, there's really no need for her to hold this NXT title any longer. I will say this after the match was over. It was great to see Charlotte come out, Becky Lynch come out, celebrate with Bayley. And wouldn't you know it, here comes Sasha Banks rolling into the ring, going in, hugging Bayley, showing the 4 horsewomen sign, all of them hugging together, standing tall, a great curtain call, a great, great moment in women's wrestling. It doesn't get any better than this, it really don't. So if you didn't see it, you need to really go back and watch it. It was totally, totally awesome. So up next we had the main event, a ladders match. The champion, Finn Balor, going up against the challenger, the former NXT World Champion, Kevin Owens. Match was pretty good. Kevin Owens looked very, very strong, trash talking in the very, very beginning. Trash talking as he does only like Kevin Owens can. He really took it to Finn Balor. And there was a lot of people that were buzzing around thinking that Kevin Owens was going to, regain this title. I didn't think so. There's no reason for Owens to hold the NXT belt no longer now that he is on the main roster in the WWE. But this was a really good ladder match. A lot of good things that went on in this match. Ladders being slammed into each other. Kevin Owens falling off a ladder onto a ladder that was wedged into the rung of the ladder that he was on and the ring ropes. But all in all, it came down to who was more determined, who wanted it more. And Finn Balor finally at the end climbed up that ladder and very, very triumphantly removed the NXT World title and ended up retaining in a very, very, very good 2-hour NXT show. Like I said, 5 matches, but obviously the NXT Women's Championship stole the show. We saw Triple H on the show. We saw Stephanie on the show. There's going to be a Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament coming up in the next couple weeks, which was good to hear. So Anyway, if you haven't got to see NXT Takeover last night from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, you're missing out on something special. So anyway, this is the Iceman here this morning on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on the Iceman Wrestling Network. Peace out, everybody. Now we got to do it all again later on today with SummerSlam. And it's a 4-hour show. So it's going to be another late night. So again, peace out. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody.